Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be playing with some new makeup. While I do my makeup, I'm also just going to talk a little bit about life, a little bit about my job. So I already actually have my base on, and I mixed like half foundation, half strobe cream, and I just put it all over my face with my fingers, and then I went over it with a sponge, and I think the finish actually turned out so beautiful. This is something I used to do a lot, like in 2019, but I don't really do it anymore, and honestly I'm wondering why I ever stopped. I did put it under my eyes, so my dark circles actually don't look too bad, but don't be fooled, they're still horrendous. So I'm gonna put on my Bobbi brown corrector just in the darkest shadow right here, and I will start talking about my corporate stuff. So basically, long story short, my corporate job was scheduled to start August 17th, and that's because I graduated in May of this year, so May 23 or spring 23, and then my job was scheduled to start August 17th. It obviously didn't. What happened is they pushed my date back to October, like mid-October, because they said that the attrition rate is very low right now. People are not leaving their jobs the way they once did. People just aren't quitting right now because the economy is trash, for lack of a better term. If no one is quitting, then there's no room to hire new people. I took the job offer in fall of 2022, so it was way before we knew like what was gonna happen with the economy. It's unfortunate, but I'm honestly, like, I'm not fine with it, but life could be worse. And I'm just thankful that I have parents I can live with, and that I didn't sign a lease, like, you know, in Virginia where my new job is gonna be, in anticipation of starting and then having no way to pay for the apartment. Because while I went there for my vacation, I actually toured an apartment and I put in an application, but I was denied because I was not already working. So I thought that was crazy, and so did my realtor. He was like, this never really happens, this landlord is just a little bit like weird. I am so happy that it worked out the way it did, because imagine if I had a lease to pay with no job. So rejection really is protection. So yeah, my new start date is mid-October. I don't know if I'll actually start then, even though they said that they didn't anticipate pushing dates back anymore. It's unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world, and I'm honestly dealing with it. And this is a very rare outlook for me to have. I, for the longest time, hated Texas with a burning passion. Like, it was so bad. Every morning I'd wake up and I'd just be like, why do I have to live here? I just decided within the past few months to stop hating it. And I think what really changed my perspective is when I went to Virginia for those 2 weeks for that vacation, and then I came back and I was like just feeling really overwhelmed with gratitude about, I don't know, like being alive, being able to travel, see family. I just chose to start liking it as recent as like mid-July, like when I came back. That's when I started really being like, okay, well, let me just make the best of the month that I have left here, because at that point I thought I was still starting in August. Literally a few days after I got back from that vacation is when I got the call saying that I'd be pushed to October. So that's what I decided to do, because it's honestly so tiring, like victimizing yourself and being sad. Like, it is so tiring. I am at a point in my life where I can say, like, I wouldn't mind living in Texas for like the rest of my life. I would prefer other places for sure. Like, I'd prefer to live in Virginia, but if I had to live in Texas for the rest of my life, I wouldn't be mad. There's actually a lot of stuff to do here. Like, I was like, okay, wait, there's 4 million people in the city of Houston. Like, there has to be a reason that people like this place so much. I was like, I'm gonna find out what it is. So I literally just started exploring Houston on my weekends. I went to parts of Houston that I haven't gone to before, and I went alone, I went with friends, and it was just really eye-opening, and I was like I didn't really know how to feel, because I was like, this is nice. And I was like, yeah, it's not as bad as I was making it seem. And while I'm, you know, waiting for my corporate job to start, just to make some extra money and, you know, have something to do during the week, I started doing my part-time job that I had been doing throughout school full-time. So I am working full-time now, 40 hours a week. It's pretty crazy, but it's been my part-time job for like the last 2-3 years. This is my 3rd year working in it. Hours are not even like 9 to 5 or 8 to 4. My hours are 7 to 3. So I have to be up so early, but I'm really grateful that I have the job, and I actually love the job that I do. I love going. I love waking up and knowing that I'm going to go do that job, and it's just so fun, and I'm really passionate about it. The other people that I work with are so sweet and helpful, and the people that I teach are just like amazing, and I have so much fun. Also, I'm actually really liking how fresh the skin is looking right now. I kind of don't want to add any powder, so I'm gonna skip powder on the under eye. I know. Who am I? I couldn't tell you. Okay, we're taking a break to talk about makeup. So I got this Fenty Truffle matchstix after I stole my sister's and discovered that I am actually in love with this product. It is just amazing. I can't believe I've been sleeping on this for so long. So what I'm gonna do is actually just put it in the palm of my hand here. This is the first time I'm using it. I got this during the Sephora Family and Friends sale, so no, I didn't break my no-buy. And yes, I'm on my no-buy. I started September 1st. And your girl is struggling, I'm not gonna lie. Gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, like when I go back and look at my previous videos without any sort of like cream, bronzer, or product on my face to really warm it up, I'm like, wow, I literally look like a ghost. So now I'm making it a mission to bronze in all my videos. It just adds so much warmth and healthiness to your face, because the real purpose of bronzing and contouring is to bring shape back in. But when you just blank out your whole face and then you don't add the color back in where it needs to be added, it just looks a little off. So I really love this product. It blends pretty easily, especially the way that I'm doing it. I'm just kind of mixing it all up in my hand and getting it really nice and warmed up so that it doesn't have to do, like my beauty blender doesn't have to do too much work. Like the heat of my fingers and hands is kind of doing it for me. And then I'm just perfecting it with the beauty blender. But look at the difference. Like, I swear it's a huge difference. I'm now going in with blush, and I'm using the Fenty Duo, the cream duo that I have. This was unfortunately limited edition. Looks like this. Okay, another new product. I got this Refy gloss highlighter, and this is the shade Topaz. I believe this is the only one they have. And I bought this because of Hannah Louise Poston. Literally my biggest inspiration as far as like YouTubers go. She did a whole video reviewing Refy. I was like, I need to have that highlighter. So this is what it looks like. And I just kind of put it on the back of my hand and, you know, dab in it a little bit, and the texture is so sophisticated and smooth, and it just really feels like this brand or this product is really well thought out. Like, it's like there was a vision and they just did the vision. It's being a little finicky though. The first time I used it, I applied it over powder and it looked beautiful. No issues, nothing. I was actually really surprised given the texture of this product, but I'm applying it over creams today, and it's kind of picking up what's underneath it, or almost like erasing what's underneath it. So I'm a little confused by that, but it's not so bad to the point that I would like go return it. So I'm really loving the base so far, and we are actually finished with it. I have so many new eyeshadows that I bought during August because I hadn't bought eyeshadows in so long, and I was just like, I'm gonna order from like every major indie eyeshadow brand, like the shadows that I've always wanted, and I'm just gonna make a palette. So I literally filled up my Terra Moons palette, which is a little concerning but very fun, and I don't have to buy eyeshadow for a long time now. Like, I don't think I need to buy any more eyeshadow until the new year. Actually, oh my god, that's such a good personal goal. That's it right now. I'm committing to you guys. I'm not gonna buy another eyeshadow, whether it's in a pan or a pot or a stick or a liquid form. I'm not buying one more eyeshadow until January 1st, 2024. Wow, I just made that commitment. And now that I said it to you guys on camera and I'm uploading this video, it's gonna stay true. Are you ready for this? I'm not sure if you're ready. I know. I arranged it by rainbow order, so it's just so pleasing to look at. And I mean, it's a little, you know, it's not like organized because the pans are all different sizes, but oh my god, I am just in love. Literally in heaven. Like, I felt so ecstatic, like opening these up, putting them in here, seeing it come together. Like, is this what all you guys feel like who have like a ton of eyeshadow? Because I never was that girl to have a lot of single shadows. I just got into single shadows this year. So this is like brand new for me. So I'm starting off with the usual NARS Laguna bronzer in the crease. Okay, so I got new eyeshadows from Cleona, Looxi, Terra Moons, and Lethal. I only got mattes from Lethal because on Hannah's channel, like, she used to do a lot of single shadow content, and she always said that Lethal had the best matte formula, and I really trust her opinion. So I only got mattes from Lethal, and then I got shimmers from everywhere else. Because I'm going to do a warmer leaning neutral look, I'm going to go in with Loom from Lethal, which is this sort of reddish medium brown, medium to dark brown. And I'm going to just take it on the very tip of the brush, and actually I'm going to tap off a lot so that it's just very soft, and I'm going to just apply it right in the outer corner here. When I was placing these orders, guys, let me tell you, it is so hard to narrow down a cart. Like, it is crazy. I didn't want to spend like more than $60 at any place. And I know that sounds kind of crazy, but indie shadows they can get so expensive because you're paying per eyeshadow. It's not like you're paying $60 for a palette. You are probably paying like anywhere from like $8 to $12 per shadow, or it's like, you know, all $8, but then the shipping is really expensive because they're out of your country. It's definitely an expensive hobby, but I love it nonetheless, and I would do it all over again if I had to. I'm taking a fluffier brush just to blend a little more because I feel like this side is not blending as easy as the other side for some reason. Also, you know, maybe it's a good idea that I kept this look kind of dewy because I'm still sweating, so it's kind of disguised almost by the dewy look. It's a hack. Okay, now the eyes are deepened up just a little bit. I don't want to go too dark, so I think I'm actually just gonna go in with my lid shade now. I'm using Angel Wings from Looxi. So this is what it looks like. So beautiful. And Looxi's formula is really different than what I was used to with Terra Moons and even Cleona, because I feel like, okay, so Terra Moon's formula is pretty dry, not in a bad way. It still is pigmented and does what it needs to do, but it's just a little drier and flakier. Cleona is just a little bit more emollient than that, and then Looxi is like almost squishy in the pan. So I was really taken aback by that, even though Catherine B. Beauty always says that that is the case with Looxi shadows. I just didn't know, you know, to what extent, I guess, because I hadn't had one. And I mean, I guess the positive is that if they break or something, it's really easy to just smush it back into the pan. But I'm gonna apply this. OMG. I feel like that's too much. I'm gonna put it on this side too. Wow. I was not expecting this to be that shiny. But I love it. I was not really expecting this level of pigment, but it's beautiful. I mean, wow. It just did not look this impactful in the swatch, I swear. Like, I swatched them. I swatch every eyeshadow I get on the back of my hand as soon as it arrives in the mail because I need to know what it looks like. But I swear it did not look this exceptional in the swatch. Like, it looked really beautiful. But this is just like another level. Okay, this video is kind of chaotic because I literally thought I was just filming and apparently I wasn't. But I am just highlighting my inner corner now, and I'm using this unnamed shade from the Aether Citrine Quad. It's the lightest shade in there. That was literally a heavenly experience to look at all those shadows. Now moving into mascara. Of course, going in with the one and only Essence Lash Princess. And if I ever feel like there's too much on the brush, I just kind of switch between eyes. And this mascara can do that sometimes because it is a super wet formula, especially when you first buy it. Oh my goodness, like, be careful. As you have it though, it does get a little more dry. I don't know if I want to put it on my lower lashes. I'm kind of liking the bare look, but it's almost like dragging everything up a little too much, so I'm actually just gonna do the teeniest amount. Oh, I shouldn't have re-dipped. Totally forgot. Here's what I'm gonna do though. I just like pinch it off. because it removes the extra mascara, but it keeps the color. So it provides that definition, but it doesn't look clumpy. Guys, I literally had a dream about this Milani eyeliner. It was, my youngest sister was giving it to me. I don't know if she borrowed it or if I never had it in the first place, but I recognized it, so I must have had it. And then maybe she borrowed it and gave it back to me, but I literally remember seeing this in my dream last night. Yeah, Milani Stay Put Liner, shade 1 After Dark. Now for the lips, what if we did a pop? Because the eyes are so neutral. I don't know about that one. This could be cute. That's Dior Rosewood. I think I'm gonna do this combo. So this is NYX Nude Truffle, which is like a ride or die. I mean, I've used it a lot. And then I'm gonna top it off with the Dior Rosewood Lip Glow. If you can see my stash, ignore it. So this is the Rosewood lip glow. Wow, what an exquisite formula. It is so nourishing. It just feels like I put on Vaseline. I'm not kidding. This is actually the perfect lip to finish off this look. I feel like it really complements the green like shift in Angel Wings, because green and red are opposite on the color wheel and coral is kind of reddish. That wraps up this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I had so much fun filming again. Like, it's really strange that talking to myself essentially is so therapeutic, and also putting on makeup, that's not strange. But I love doing this, and the weekend is the only time I really get to savor in this activity and really dedicate time to it, and I film, edit, and upload all on the same day. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you in my next video.